Hello, everybody. Welcome to Unity with Pam. We're starting late. I apologize for that. I was looking around for a van. I got missing, but like my father said, you go ahead and do what you got to do. With that being said, I want to go ahead and get Ben Richardson, Attorney Ben Richardson, Solicitor General Ben Richardson, to go ahead and bless this occasion and then tell us a little bit about what he's doing in our community. So he's going to have to do dual roles this morning. When people not in place, you use what's in place.
Thank you. I guess the first thing we learned that we listen to Pam. We should call her General Pam Holby. Please bow your heads, please. Gracious Lord, thank you for this wonderful opportunity to fellowship and get to know the best of one another. We thank you, Lord God, for all the opportunities you provide for us. We thank you, Lord God, for life itself. All these blessings in your holy name. Amen. As Pam said, my name is Ben Richardson, and I'm the Solicitor General from Muskogee County. Now, some of you might not be familiar with that term, but I am the prosecuting attorney for a state court. We have the district attorney, which is Ms. Julia Slater, and then I'm the Solicitor General, and we work hand in hand together in the criminal justice system. It's kind of ironic. Julia, the historical aspect of from the district attorney standpoint, she used to be called Solicitor General, but as Georgia expanded in terms of territory and communities, she had to go out into the district. Well, not she, but the office had to go out into the districts, and they became the district attorney. But the county of Muskogee still needed a prosecutor to stay in Muskogee County, so they became the Solicitor General, and that's what I do. So I prosecute all misdemeanors, and they can range from possession of marijuana, they can range from domestic violence, theft by shoplifting, and DUIs. Those are pretty much our bread and butter cases. And we prosecute those cases, and the most you can get in jail is 12 months in jail and or a $5,000 fine if it's a high and aggravated misdemeanor. But the most you can get is one year in jail for each count. Now, we've seen a lot of young people in terms of getting possession of marijuana cases and theft by shoplifting. Those are our two biggest hurdles I think we're going to have in the future. And so we would like to work with the young people and do crime prevention on one hand, but we also know that there's punishment, because sometimes a hard head sometimes needs a hard time, as I like to say. And when I talk to young people, I always tell them, I say, there's nothing new under the sun. We went to high school too, okay? Marijuana's been around a long time, so you're not doing anything new. But we also want to let them know that just because you're young, you're not invincible. There are consequences for every action. And what you might think is a little fun and games now, it can mess you up in terms of a scholarship, getting in the military, or just even getting a job. Because with the job market being the way it is, you have to have a pristine, what I call, record. And I think a lot of young people don't realize that because they feel like they're 17 and they're like, hey, the sky's the limit. But if you get a criminal charge, that's going to go on your record, and that stays on your record forever unless you do something like first offender or you do something else. So those are the two areas that we want to work with. So we want to have community events like this where we get a chance to know the community get a chance to know us. And we also want to go into the schools, and we're trying to encourage young people to stay out of trouble. In terms of if they do get in trouble, we do like to say we believe in, second chances, and sometimes if people are remorseful, we do have what we call deferred prosecution, which will basically mean that we will delay prosecution if you qualify for our program. And that means that if you do community service, you stay out of trouble, and we also do drug and alcohol screens, and you don't have any problems, then we ask that the charge be placed on the dead docket, which basically is a win-win in my opinion, because the young person gets a chance to learn their lesson, but it does not ruin their future career. And also the community gets a chance to get what I call a rehabilitative citizen. So those are the main things that I do. I would love to take questions, but I know we're kind of short for time. So I'll leave Pam with this. If you need me, go on the website. We're on the city government website, or you can call me at 706-653-4327. Thank you.
Now we will have a musical selection by Rusty Taylor.
I will Sail on, silver girl, sail on by. Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. Oh, if you need a friend, I'm sailing right behind like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind.
Unity with Pam Willis Hovey is being brought to you by these sponsors.
Come into Chester's Barbecue for our world-famous mouth-watering ribs, smoked fresh on our grill daily. Or try one of our barbecue pork plates with fresh sides. Chester's has delicious sandwich combos to choose from that are sure to please. We also serve tempting home-cooked favorites. And don't forget to take home your own bottle of great sauce. Chester's Barbecue, serving the best food at the best price, with 3 locations to serve you.
You love your parents, and it's hard to see them struggle to keep their independence. Magnolia Manor can give your parents the assistance they need to enjoy life. You won't have to worry if they are eating well or taking their medications properly. And they'll be in a safe, secure environment with no need to worry about cleaning house or doing yard work. Visit magnoliamanor.com to learn more. Magnolia Manor, just down the road. A community of convenience, caring, and fun.
My name is Japal. 2 years ago, I received a kidney transplant. When I was 21 years old, I started dialysis, and for 7.5 years, I was a patient receiving treatments 3 times a week for 4 hours each session. And man, it was hard. After receiving my kidney transplant, I was able to find and marry the love of my life. My kidney transplant gave me my life back.
You have the power to donate life. Be an organ, eye, and tissue donor. To find out how, go today to donatelifegeorgia.org.
When Bill Larson's brakes started squeaking. When Pam Summers' check engine light went on. And before Tom headed out on vacation. They all came here. Midas. Total car care. Total customer care. That's the Midas touch.
Enrichment Services is giving a young child in our community a head start on kindergarten. Enrichment Services is providing a nutritious meal for senior citizens. Enrichment Services, a host of educational and assistance programs to benefit all ages.
Now we will have is Mr. Reggie in here from the Ralston? There you are. Come on up.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you guys for coming out to the Ralston. We appreciate you. I'm a service coordinator here. My job is to coordinate services for our residents who need them, from anything from helping them secure Medicaid benefits to helping them get home health services to conflict resolutions to emergency mental health placements if it arises. We do a lot of things. As you go about, as the day is the last day for registration for elections, as we have people here who are out to solicit votes, we appreciate you coming in, but we want you to remember this community as you go to your different offices or different functions throughout the state. The Ralston is a unique place. I know a lot of people don't see it that way outside of the Ralston, but we serve a very important function in the city of Columbus. We house those that for some reasons of their own don't have any other place to be housed, whether it's health, whether it's economics, whether it's jobs, or whatever the situation is. And we do the best we can to help those people who are here. We ask that you guys don't forget about us, that you stop by from time to time to peek your head in and see the good works that do go on here. We have changed our philosophy a lot. We have become a place that's it's kind of, I guess, it's an independent living facility, but we are stationed here to help our people remain living here by giving them the services that they need. Like I said, it ranges from conflict resolution to home health, to Medicaid services, to just having a voice, being on the phone when they can't understand that dialing system where you have to punch 1, 2, 3, or 4. Some of our elderly residents have no idea how to get through that. We'll sit on the phone with them and get them to the person that they need to talk to. So that being said, we have transitioned. We have brought in New Horizons as well to help with our mental health population in Columbus, along with our homeless population here in Columbus. So we have become a team effort to become, I think, one of the shining, unfound jewels in Columbus. We are, sometimes a little tainted, but, if you wipe us off at the top, you will see underneath that we are a shining jewel for this city. And as he said, Georgia, if we can become a place in Columbus, Georgia, that is the best in housing our mental health, elderly, disabled, and low-income people, we can shine that star from Georgia throughout the nation and let them know what can be accomplished if a community comes together to not only service the ones who have means, but also the ones who do not have means. So remember that as you go about your day. Don't forget us. Wave as you pass by, as you stop at the light right there, or you go get coffee at the coffee house. Just stop by, come in and check and see how we doing. All right? Thank you.
Thank you, Pam. I just wanted to thank everyone for coming today. It's a real blessing that Pam has come into the lives of the residents and the staff here at the Ralston. They helped to get donations together for our residents for their personal needs. They also came in and brought in Lowe's. I believe it's been almost 3 years now, hasn't it? To totally repaint the mirror room here and our activity room, which is something we desperately needed, but we just didn't have the funds to cover. I really can't say any more eloquently than what Reggie did regarding what the Ralston is all about, except to give you a few statistics that have changed during the last, I would say primarily the last 5 years. We've had this shift that's gone from being elderly residents that we primarily help take care of or house and help assist with their day-to-day lives to a population that is a majority is under the age of 62. And in order to live at the Ralston, you have to be 62 or older and or disabled or, you have to be 62 or older or disabled in order to live here. So you can be under 62 and disabled is what I'm trying to say. But primarily, our residents are in the extremely poor category. We have 252 residents that reside here now, and out of them, there's 180 that are under the age of 62. So that just kind of tells you how our demographics have changed, and that's the population that we're serving. But to keep it short and sweet, like I said, I can't say it any more eloquently than Reggie did about what we're all about and how our mission has really changed, and it's become more of a mission and more partnerships. So the more partnerships we can make, the more that we can do for our residents. So I welcome anyone to give me a call, stop by, send me an email. If you're willing to help us out, we have all kinds of projects and things that we need help with. And maybe even with all these lovely politicians that are here today, they'll hear our cry that we just need a lot of things. Like right now I've got about 100 residents that reside here that have no income at all. And so everyone that's out there getting their flu shots, I've got 100 residents that cannot get a flu shot because they don't have $25 for a flu shot. So maybe someone in a position of power can help us get those people flu shots. We all live together and reside together in a 10-story building with a lot of close contact. So the idea that, we could have the flu come through is kind of a scary thing this year, that we've got so many people that even if they wanted one, can't get one. So there's my plug for that. But thank you very much for showing up.
Now we will hear from Mr. Alton Russell.
Well, listen, first thing I want to tell you, look in your seat, and you saw that we had, I left y'all a Constitution booklet here that's got all the information about the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. Now, listen, I brought that. I heard a rumor that Ben Richardson was going to be here, and I figured if anybody needs help on the Constitution, it would be Ben. So that's why I brought that. And I want to tell you, Ben is my friend, but I do want to help him out all I can. So now, listen. It won't pick me up. Golly, Moses, I just can't talk without my hands. Anyway, what I want to tell y'all, first thing is I am Alton Russell, and I'm from Columbus, Georgia, and I'm a toilet paper salesman. And now the other part of that, my wife tells me that I cannot tell y'all the next thing. But the truth is, yes, I'm a toilet paper salesman, and I'm wiping up. Now, she says I can't tell y'all that, so don't tell her that I said it. But what I want to tell y'all today is a little quick story that's a real true-to-life, absolute true. All of my stories are true, kind of. But this one is really true. This is a story of the 7-foot cowboy. Has anybody ever seen a 7-foot cowboy? That's what I thought. Well, that's why I'm here to tell you about it. The 7-foot cowboy, the first problem that the 7-foot cowboy has is having a big horse that a 7-foot cowboy can ride. Well, so what happened, this 7-foot cowboy was looking for a horse. He just went everywhere, couldn't find a horse. Finally, somebody told him, you need to go down the street here. There's a guy that's got a horse that's big enough for a 7-foot cowboy. He says, okay. So he goes down there and he finds his horse. He said, what is this horse's name? And the guy says, I don't have any idea, but this horse has got one brand, a big brand on his rump, and it's O-N-O. He says, what does that mean? He says, I don't know, but that's all we know about this horse. But it's a big horse. Horses they go by whatever the, how many hands? Well, this horse was probably 30 hands. Big horse for a 7-foot cowboy. So the 7-foot cowboy takes this horse, and then, man, he rides him, and they just have a good time. And this horse is just really fast, and the horse is real smart. So they riding out across the prairie one day, and they just galloping as fast as this horse would go, and all of a sudden they come to a big canyon. And the horse knows that it's a big canyon, but the 7-foot cowboy does not. So he just keeps on going, and all of a sudden they get to the edge of that canyon, and the horse stops. And when he does, the 7-foot cowboy sails right over his head and starts to fall down into the canyon. He looks down there, and that canyon is about 200 feet deep. Big canyon. So he grabs a hold of a piece of a twig hanging on the side of the canyon wall. And he's holding on. He says, gosh, how am I going to get up? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? And he said, well, I can just pull myself up, because he looks down there, and sure enough, that canyon is about 300 feet deep. I'm talking about a big canyon. All of a sudden, he's holding on, and he realizes he's holding on to a twig on the bottom of an eagle's nest. And the mama eagle flies by there and starts pecking him on his hands. And he gets all hurt, so he turns loose and starts to fall. And he's free falling through the air. He looks down there. Sure enough, that canyon is 500 feet deep. And he's just falling as far. And all of a sudden, he reaches over and he grabs a hold of a rock. He holds on to that rock and he looks down there, and he says, sure enough, this canyon is about 1,000 square feet. What am I going to do? And he's holding on to that rock. And all of a sudden, here comes that same eagle. Flies around, starts pecking him on his hands, and he turns loose again, and he looks down there, and sure enough, that canyon is 2,000 feet deep, and he's starting to fall. He said, what am I going to do? Well, man alive, I'm going to fall. That canyon is 3,000 feet deep. I'm going to die. So he takes off his shirt, and he makes a sail with his shirt, and he slows up. He looks down there, and sure enough, that cabin is about 7,000 feet, and he's holding on, but that shirt is a sail. All of a sudden, that same mama eagle flies by and pecks holes in that shirt that was using as a sail. And he starts to fall. And he looks down again, and he says, this is a 10,000 feet deep canyon. What am I going to do? He looks out there, and he looks around. He don't see anything, and all of a sudden, he says, oh, no. And all of a sudden, he sees from the side. here comes that horse galloping by there with O-N-O on his rump. He says, "Oh, no!" And he falls and he lands in the saddle and he gallops off into the midnight sun or the daytime sun, just like I'm fixing to do, because my 4 minutes is up. Thank you very much.
Unity with Pam Willis Hovey is being brought to you by these sponsors.
When you've been hurt in an accident, it helps to have experienced and knowledgeable attorneys to help you in your time of need. For over 30 years, our office has been helping victims in auto and truck accidents or with work-related injuries. We resolve thousands of cases both in and out of court. So if you've been hurt and it wasn't your fault, talk to Walt.
Talk to Walt.
Habla con Walt. Talk to Walt.
For more than 60 years, the Dairy Queen recipe for success has been simple. It's been a combination of hardworking people, great tasting food, and tempting treats served in our establishments every day. Although a lot has changed in 60 years, some things remain the same. The smiles on children's faces, a treat for a good report card, close friends enjoying a great meal, and families spending quality time together. Here at DQ, we are always committed to treat you right.
When Bill Larson's brakes started squeaking. When Pam Summers' check engine light went on. And before Tom headed out on vacation. They all came here. Midas. Total car care. Total customer care. That's the Midas touch.
Why Chalmers?
We manage the details so that businesses don't have to. Our expert consultants understand the individual needs of all of our clients.
We're here for you.
It's great to have the business support of Chalmers. They handle my bookkeeping, payroll, and collections. Now I have more time to dedicate to my customers.
Your success is our success.
With affordable rates for payroll, bookkeeping, collection, and IT services, Chalmers can ease the stress of running a business.
Chalmers Support Services. What you can't do, we can.
Welcome you to be a part of our ministry. This is not a put on, but this is a come on. And we come to share in our different ministries with our dance team, with our choir, and our TV ministry. And we're looking for great things to happen, great miracles to happen within this great thing to happen, great miracles to happen within this place. Come and be a part of the blessing plan.
TC Cookie Company, Lorraine.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Lorraine. I'm from TCC Cookies, Tasty Cookie Company. I specialize in baked goods. Me and my family, it's a family-owned business, and we're doing extremely well. We're getting ready to relocate, but as of right now, I want to focus on the holidays that are coming up. We have 3 main cookies that we do for the holidays. Well, normally have 2. The third one is something that's special that we're bringing on. We have, not cherry cheesecake, we have mint chocolate chip, we have peppermint, and we're getting ready to do German chocolate cookie. Anything from cookie dough to a platter, we do 6 dozen and 3 dozen count. We can cater if you need us to be somewhere. We can ship. We have gift boxes and things like that. So any of your needs for the holidays, we make cookie cakes, just pretty much anything that you need, just to let people know around you know that you care about them, and they're blessed, and you're blessed to have them in your life. So once again, we do cookie cakes, we do gift boxes, gift platters, and then we also ship. We can be reached at 706-221-8229. We're located currently behind the Winn-Dixie Shopping Center off of Milgen and Miller Road, Gunboat Drive. Thank you.
Unity with Pam presents the 8th Annual Gospel Fest, Saturday, October 27th from 3 to 6 p.m. at the East Columbus Family Life Center. With over 15 acts to perform, free admission and vendor space available. For more information, visit unitywithpam.org.
When you've been hurt in an accident, It helps to have experienced and knowledgeable attorneys to help you in your time of need. For over 30 years, our office has been helping victims in auto and truck accidents or with work-related injuries. We resolve thousands of cases both in and out of court. So if you've been hurt and it wasn't your fault,
talk to Walt.
Talk to Walt.
Habla con Walt.
Talk to Walt.
Unity with Pam presents the 8th Annual Gospel Fest, Saturday, October 27th from 3 to 6 p.m. at the East Columbus Family Life Center. With over 15 acts to perform, free admission and vendor space available. For more information, visit unitywithpam.org.